Leadfish 911 and Bow Calls with the Borecore Colorado project, doing another knife review on the Kershaw Clash.
Hey, this is Bow Calls, and the Kershaw Clash has the 8th CR13 MOV steel with the bead blast finish. Looks good, but there's some problems with it. And the handle is a glass-filled nylon, which I believe is Zytel, if I'm not mistaken. Blade length is 3.5. When the knife is closed, it's 4 1/4 inches, and the overall length is 7 1/4, and it weighs right at 4 ounces.
Alright, going directly to the handle. That Zytel is pretty grippy, but it's not amazing. I mean, you'll slide around on it, but the choil that you get right there is awesome. I personally really like that. I like the handle shape. It's about as good as it gets, in my opinion. It's a very, very well-shaped handle. Fat, though. Very fat. Can I see the blur?
Yeah.
Let's see so you can see the difference there. The blur is just, it's a thinner knife. And you'll notice that when you carry it. The clip is tip up or tip down, as you can see by those. Got the speed safe. And it's...
a flipper design.
Yeah, it's a flipper design, that's it. There's no thumb studs, which I kind of dislike, but whatever. Wicked fast, just like all the other Kershaws. It did come out of box with a little bit of sideways wiggle, but I tightened that up, and now there's none. Lockup's amazingly strong. Great blade shape, lots of belly. It's 2/8 of an inch shorter than the Blur's blade. I think that's not bad. It's 3 1/8, right?
Yeah.
Alright, you got anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, the blade here, this might be kind of hard to do, but I'll try my best. You can see right in there by Kershaw,
Yeah,
right, that's rust, and this knife has been out of the box for
3 days.
3 days.
A total of 3 days. I have put oil on it, I have lubed it and all that stuff, well maintained, and it's already rusted. So I personally am not a big fan of that. In fact, it kind of pisses me off, but that's okay. However, this blade came out of the box. It shaves hair off my arm. I hope I can get a decent view of that. You see all that crap? That's out of the box. It's amazingly sharp out of the plastic wrap thing. That, in my opinion, is awesome. Great build, but that steel does rust pretty easy. Liner lock, as you can see, very thick locker. Amazing. Pretty much got a full liner system in it. You can see it in the back as well. It's not a hollow design or whatever they call that.
Pillar design.
Pillar design. It's just got a spine in it, which, you know, that's fine by me. Just a little harder to clean. It's got the speed safe, like I mentioned. I don't know exactly how to explain that without being unfactual. So,
which brings me to the next point. Like, yeah, the blade, you got to maintain that blade really good, and I think Leadfish has, but the price point. This knife's made in China. But the price point, we picked this up for
$27 flat at Sportsman's Warehouse. Amazing deal for what you get. If you need just an EDC that you can beat the hell out of, it'd be a great knife because it's going to retain its durability and its edge for a long time. It does rust, I admit that, which is disappointing, but, you know, let's see if you can see that. Like, honestly, it's amazingly sharp out of the box, and it should keep that edge. It's someone has, the retailer, compared the steel to an AUS 8. Now, I don't know much about AUS 8 personally. I hope the rust is not as bad on that, because I oiled this with gun oil, and I mean, I can even feel the rust, which is pretty disappointing. But for $27 out of the box, if you need a work knife that you can carry everywhere, every day, I would recommend this, because, you know, you can beat the hell out of it. It'll be a good knife, very dependable. So, You got anything else you want to throw in there?
Yeah, just like as a comparison, the blade width as compared to the Kershaw Blur, bring that back out. Pretty thick blade. Let's see if we can get a better view of that. Kind of hard to tell from the camera, but there definitely is a difference.
Yeah, that Clash blade is extraordinarily thick. It's really fat and wide. That beveling in that spine adds a lot of strength. You won't have any weaknesses in that blade. I mean, maybe in cold. Haven't gone that far. Haven't carried it a lot personally. Well, I hope this has been helpful. This has been Leadfish 911 and Bow Calls reviewing the Kershaw Clash with the Borecore Colorado project.